Hey guys, this is John Trent here with BountyOnTheComics.com, and I wanted to talk to you today about my Avengers Infinity War predictions. And basically, just wanted to get into what my biggest prediction is for who has the Soul Stone or where the Soul Stone is. And then I also want to talk about who I think is going to die in Avengers Infinity War. So first off, let's get to the Soul Stone. There have been a plethora of different theories. I think there might be more theories about where the Soul Stone is or who has the Soul Stone than there were about Rey's parents and who Rey's parents could be for Star Wars The Last Jedi. We've seen theories with Adam Warlock. We've seen theories about Wakanda. We've seen theories about Gamora. We've seen theories about Captain America. And we've seen theories about Iron Man. The Adam Warlock one obviously is from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, the post-credits scene where they show Warlock's cocoon and they call him Adam. At least that's a reference to Adam Warlock. They don't actually say Adam Warlock, they just say Adam. But James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, has said that there is a 99% chance that Adam Warlock will not have the Soul Stone in Avengers Infinity War. So that right there is not on my radar. As far as the Wakanda theory, where people think that the vibranium is connected to the Soul Stone, I don't think that it's there. Black Panther director Ryan Coogler said that it's not there, so I think that we can rule that out. However, what's really interesting about that theory is there's a Captain American theory that his shield, his vibranium shield, is actually the part of the Soul Stone, and the vibranium from that landed in Wakanda and was somehow smuggled out to create the shield is part of the Soul Stone. And if you think about it, the only person we knew that had smuggled any kind of vibranium out of Wakanda was Claw, and that was much more recently. I think it was in like the early '90s, maybe late '80s. I can't recall off the top of my head, but it was definitely not back in the 1940s when Captain America was waging war against Red Skull and the Nazis. So Howard Stark somehow had that vibranium shield, and then Captain America got it. So there's a theory that the Cap's shield might actually be the Soul Stone. I don't think that is a good theory whatsoever. I don't really buy that. So I think we can pretty much nix that out. And here's why I don't think that's a good theory. We saw there's a clip that they released, a TV spot that they released, where Thanos has seemingly all the Infinity Stones but the Mind Stone. It's hard to tell if he has the Time Stone as well, but I'm going to assume it's probably a fair assumption that he has the Time Stone, meaning that he would only have the Mind Stone when he arrives on Earth through he looks like he's using a Space Stone to create a teleportation to take him to Earth. And Captain America is still in Wakanda. Captain America left the shield with Tony Stark in Captain America Civil War, so Captain America wouldn't have the shield anyways. But we don't see anything where Tony Stark takes the shield or does anything with the shield to when he goes off to chase Thanos. In those scenes that we've seen him do that super boost with his Iron Man suit where he chases off Thanos, and we don't see anything with the shield in any of the scenes that look like they take place on Titan or that alien desert reddish yellow planet. So I don't think the shield is the Soul Stone whatsoever. There's all their speculation that actual Iron Man is the Soul Stone. He's immune to the Mind Stone when Loki tries to use the staff on him. I don't know. I don't. People are saying that it's because he's the Soul Stone. I think that has more to do with he was using his the arc reactor. He wasn't actually making a connection with Tony's physical body. It was more of the technology that he was trying to use the Mind Stone on. So that's why the Mind Stone staff did not work on Tony Stark there. So I don't think that Tony Stark is related to the Soul Stone. What I do think is, and this has been a big rumor, big theory, is that Gamora is the key to the Soul Stone. And I think that is true. The theory goes that in order to bring the Soul Stone, you have to sacrifice one of your loved ones. And then if you do that, the Soul Stone will somehow appear. And I'm not sure if that's how it will be. I do think Gamora is connected to the Soul Stone. I think that Thanos will probably kill her. They hinted at it in the second trailer, where you see like Thanos' connection with Gamora in that like little like that city or town where he grabs the young Gamora by the hand. So there's obviously some kind of deep connection there, and they showed that for a reason. So I definitely think Gamora is connected to the Soul Stone. In the comics, she's currently there's two versions of Gamora. There's this old version Gamora that's actually trapped within the Soul Stone, and then there's a younger version. So there's definitely that comic book tradition of Gamora being connected to the Soul Stone. So that's where I think the Soul Stone is. I think Gamora is the connection to the Soul Stone. I think Thanos will have to somehow kill her in order to get the Soul Stone. And if you watch the trailers closely, Gamora is with, or appears to be with, Tony's team going to face Thanos on Titan. There's that one scene where they're on the ship, but then on the scenes on Titan, you don't really see her. So I'm thinking that Thanos might actually have like gotten Gamora and killed her and gotten the Soul Stone before you see the Tony playing this assault with Star-Lord and Drax and Spider-Man. So now let's go into who I think is going to die. Obviously, I think Gamora is going to die if I think she's the Soul Stone. So there you go. Gamora is number one, who I think is going to die. I think Loki is going to die. A lot of the footage has shown that devastation, the wreckage. There's this one clip where the Guardians discover Thor, and the entire that Asgardian ship is absolutely wiped out. So I think Loki will die. I think Thanos will kill him after he hands over the Space Stone. I think Heimdall might die as well. He's one of the Asgardians. I think the only people who might actually survive that will be maybe Valkyrie, but we haven't really seen anything from her. But Valkyrie, Hulk, and Thor might be some of the few people that will die. So I definitely think Heimdall, Gamora, and Loki will perish at the hands of Thanos and the Black Order. Now it gets a little tricky. I don't think Spider-Man's going to die. They're working on Spider-Man 2. I definitely think he's going to survive. It's really hard to tell what's going to happen on Titan, whether Thanos just kind of gets the Soul Stone and just abandons the fight there and moves on to get the Mind Stone from Vision, which would leave open the deaths of Drax, Spider-Man, Star-Lord, potentially Doctor Strange, and who else is there? I think, and obviously Gamora. I think Gamora is there, but I don't think Spider-Man's gonna die. I think Drax might die. He just seems too gung-ho, and he wants to charge to kill Thanos, and we've already seen him kind of be reckless when he attacked Ronan in the first Guardian. So I wouldn't be surprised if Drax gets the axe as well in this film. I think Rocket and Groot will survive. I think Star-Lord will survive. Doctor Strange I definitely think will survive. I think Black Widow is going to survive just because she's Black Widow. I mean, we've seen these disappointing TV, or I guess they're not really TV spots; they're just full clips. We saw it on Good Morning America, and then with Jimmy Kimmel. She basically absolutely manhandles Corvus Glaive, which I just think is absolutely ridiculous. But based on that, I think she'll survive. I think Vision will die, or at least he'll lose the Mind Stone will be removed from him, which I think he'll die by losing the Mind Stone. Because I think Thanos will get the Mind Stone. I think Scarlet Witch will survive. They're talking about a Scarlet Witch and Vision kind of House of M type storyline. Elizabeth Olsen has been talking about it. So there's the potential there where she creates this alternate reality for herself. So I still think Vision could die. Vision will die even with that potential going on, because she might just create this alternate reality where she envisions Vision and her two twin sons. So let's recount here. So the people that I think are going to die: Loki, Gamora, Heimdall, Drax, Vision. That's who I think are going to die right now. I think all the Black Panther characters are pretty safe. I think they'll all survive. I think Falcon will survive. I think War Machine might finally get the axe this time. I think his time's due. He probably should have gotten killed in Civil War, and I think they'll kill. I think we'll see him die off here in Infinity War. I think Hulk will survive. I mean, he's pretty hard to kill. Captain America. So Captain America. Let's just get to Captain America now. This is probably the toughest one. I mean, that end scene from that second trailer is super, super hard to ignore. Thanos is crushing him without even using any of the Infinity Stones. At least that's what it looks like, because none of them are lit up. So I think it's safe to say that Captain America might actually bite the bullet in this one. A lot of people predicted he would bite the bullet in Civil War, but that didn't happen. And the Russo brothers have been saying, you're going to get what you wished for. And that's pretty much the only, that was the big wish, I feel like, coming out of Civil War, where people were thinking Cap was going to die. So I think Captain America is going to die as well. So let's go over the tally again here. So I think we're going to see Captain America die. We're going to see Loki die. We're going to see Gamora die. We're going to see Heimdall die. We're going to see... who else did I say? We're going to see we're going to see Vision die. So I think those are the big people that I think are going to perish at the hands of Thanos and the Black Order in Avengers: Infinity War. Let me know what you guys think. This has been John Trent with BanyanComics.com. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, sign up for our newsletter, and follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and you can see all those links in the description below. Avengers: Infinity War comes out this Friday. I will be seeing it at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and we'll see if any of my predictions are true or not.